Yolan True and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy. And today I want to talk about another important refinery again. But before I get to the refinery, I have to mention Yolan True, which I always say in the beginning of the video, is not my name. It's the Romulan greeting that equivalents to good day or hello there or whatever. So my name is a completely different one. And the channel name, of course, is Outside Views STFC. But that was just a little side note. As I said, we want to talk about another refinery. So I know I have a lot of players watching that just started playing the game, so I'm explaining those little steps as well. On the top left, you have a lot of things like ships, offices, command, factions, items, and refinery. And today, just click refinery, and then you see all the refineries you have. And one of them might be Command Center. The Command Center you can build when you're Ops 15. There's a mission that you have to do. I will not go into the building today. This is not the building video, that's the refinery video. But then you can have it. And depending on your level, you will find some different rewards here. First of all, you find a refinery where you can exchange uncommon skill points. That should be those up here. And you can exchange them for skill points for a certain admiral. But you cannot do that in general or for all of them and just use them. You have to pick which admiral you want, and you see that you get more of those skill points by leveling up your command center, and also in the store as many other things, but also from certain events. We had some events recently where I got, for example, 7 of 9 shards and skill points, and then I exchanged them here. And you can exchange them, as I said, for a certain admiral. And at the moment, there are Admiral Kirk, there is Captain Spock, there is Locutus, there's 7 of 9, and there is Janeway. Depending if you bought one of the commanders or if you gained it through their shards through events or your daily chests, that depends which one you have. The most will have Admiral Kirk first, if they haven't bought one. I have Admiral Kirk and I have Captain Spock, and I also have some Locutus shards from events, but I don't have Locutus yet. So I would only exchange them for the skill points for Admiral Kirk skill points or for Captain Spock skill points. And when you click one of those, you see that you can get 10 Kirk skill points for 10 uncommon skill points. I have 550 at the moment, so you can exchange up to 100 chests at once. With only 550, I cannot do the 1,000, of course. I could exchange 100 at once. I hope you don't mind that I'm not doing that, because there are always events coming where you get points for exchanges, so I always wait, and I have so few because we just had one of those events a few days ago where I needed them. And the same is with Captain Spock, for example. You see that the same 550 that I've seen at Kirk's are here, and so I really have to decide. I have both commanders. My command center is now level 40, which means I can use 2 commanders at once. If I haven't bought the extra slot, so I have 2 and not 3. I could have 3, but I still don't have 3, so wouldn't have made sense anyway. But you see, if I click on Locutus, which I don't even have, I could use up the 550 as well. If I do it with 7 of 9, I could do the same, but I only have those 550, and I have to choose to put them to the best use. So of course, when the next event comes, when I'm spending them here in the refinery, I will either use them for Admiral Kirk or for Captain Spock, depending on where I need them most at the moment. Besides the exchange for uncommon skill points for commander points, There is an exchange for rare skill point fragments to rare skill points. So in some events, you earn, come on, let me click, rare skill point fragments. And you have to exchange those into rare skill points that you need for upgrading the commanders and upgrading their skills in the skill tree. And that happens here. I have 876. I can exchange up to 1,000 fragments at once as well. I could only do 300 at the moment because I don't have 1,000 after the last event, but I could do it here. And then we have another where I can exchange Fleet Commander Dust into Commander Materials. And if we look in here, the Fleet Commander Dust you get when you've maxed out a commander's Fleet Commander shard. So I got them, for example, from getting Kirk, and I got them from getting Spock, but you also can get some in events as we recently did. And with those, you see I only have 175, and the minimum exchange would be 200, and the maximum would be 2,000. I never had that, but it would be. You get uncommon commander credits that you need them to rank up the fleet commanders, or you get commander experience points. Those you need to level up the commanders. I make a video on the whole commander thing again now that I have two commanders in place there. I did one before, but there you can see where they are used. But that's why this Command Center Refinery is so important. And the most important things are wait for events. Sometimes there's a longer time between them, and if you just need some of the skills in between and don't have the patience, okay, just do it. But in most cases, I do wait until that. I recently talked about my officer shard, my officer tokens I exchanged, although there was no event, but I needed them for not the event, the big event my people are waiting for, but another event where I needed them for, so I used them. So I will not rank that well in the next event, but in most cases I do wait for the events. It's the same with my materials. As you know, I'm working on my way up to Ops 53 at the moment. I always only upgrade buildings when I have a material event. We had the Enterprise E recruitment event recently where you had to spend mats. That's how I got Picard and Data, and Enterprise E, Picard and Data. And so if you have the patience, wait. And I do the same with Forbidden Tech and everything, and with a Command Center. I usually wait for events for the exchange, but then you can score quite well if you do so. But as I said, with the commanders, especially in the beginning, watch out what you use this exchange for. Use it really for the commander you have. If you have your first commander, that usually is Admiral Kirk, make sure you exchange the points for Admiral Kirk points and not for the others. Otherwise, you can't use them to improve the skill tree or to upgrade the commander. So, the upgrade commander are not bound, but for the skill tree. In the skill tree, you have a lot of nice things that you want as boosts for your ships in most cases. And Admiral Kirk will do it for you as well if you exchange the skill points for him, if you only have him. So watch out there not to make any mistake. If you get Captain Spock skill points, but you have Admiral Kirk, you are in trouble because you cannot use the boost there. You will do in the future once you get Spock, but not good. And as I said, from level 40 you can use 2, and I haven't paid anything for those 2 slots, and there are more slots with a syndicate. You get another slot, and there's 1 slot you can buy. But as I said, I only have those 2, and they are both working for me at the moment, so there is no rush for me to get there. But if you have a different experience, let me know. If you already have more, if you, for example, bought Locutus 7 of 9 or Janeway at the time, tell me your experience with them, if it was very helpful or not. And if you got additional slots, for example. There are people watching my videos that have just started, up to people that are playing for years and are on a much higher level than I am at the moment. I mean, it's not the first server I'm playing on, but right now, of course, there are tons of players that are ranking higher or have a higher ops level than I have at the moment. But I'm always curious about your experiences as well with that. And of course, with the comments, I'm always happy when you write comments, and also when you just say hi and where you're from. I heard from people from a lot of places on this planet already, and so it's a very nice thing to hear where the viewers are coming from. So if you haven't done it yet, think about it. If you want to just say hi and where you're from, I'm such a curious person. But nevertheless, also let me know what you think of the new logo. I'm always interested on thoughts there as well. I do like it, of course, otherwise I wouldn't have published it. And it has a connection with me personally as well, and not only Star Trek. So I thought that was quite fitting. And I am happy to have gotten to this idea in the end, because there's something personal for me in there, there's something Star Trek in there, and I think it fits quite well. And of course, if you like my videos, don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well, because the algorithm will like this. I've got so many viewers already after these few months, and the subscriber count is still going up, which is great. After passing the big goal of 1,000 subscribers early this year, I'm still stunned about the development of this channel. So thank you everyone again, and for all your support. I also want to thank my members and everybody who supported the channel in other ways. As I said in one of my posts, there are ways to support the channel in the video description, by the way, but just as a quick mention. And there is always some merch under the videos if you like that too. But the best thing you always do is watching my videos, supporting my channel with your views and with your subscriptions, and with coming back to me with your comments. So this is really something I appreciate so much, and I wanted to tell you that I do. I take nothing for granted. So this is a really great journey for me. And YouTube has picked another video for you, especially for you. So I don't know what it's showing you right now, but it's right here in the end screen, and I'll see you there. I'll be back.